It's it's something about I've lived in all different cities, from smaller cities to medium-sized cities to larger cities, but I just feel like there's a certain sense of pride that people have about being from here or going to school here or cheering for our sports teams that are from here. um, we always just kind of describe it as a certain kind of magic. I assume so.
Yeah,
I guess you beat him to it.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's all kinds of crazy stuff. In terms of going to Syracuse University and what I like about that, I think it's just very much a family. Ever since I've been in school, I can call my teachers, you call them by their first name, you can go to their house, you can, they'll invite you in, their family, they know you, and it's like, you don't just get that at other schools. And, I feel like I have a certain responsibility because people took care of me, and now I have to try to, help and give back to people who, to continue that sense of, taking care of each other. So I was born in California. My parents are both teachers, and all our family was from back east, so we would always travel east for the summer, so I'm kind of like an East Coast, West Coast guy. Went to Syracuse, graduated from there with a retailing major, fashion design minor. Kind of bounced all around the country, mostly working for big department stores. Worked for Nordstrom in Connecticut and Long Island. Went to an independent retailer called Metro Park in Mall of America in Minnesota. And then moved with them out to Topanga, which is basically right outside of Los Angeles. Then got into luxury, worked for Neiman Marcus in that same mall in Los Angeles, and then got recruited by Saks in Beverly Hills, and then kind of finally decided like I was ready to do my own thing. I had been coming to the university for various meetings since probably about 2011, 2012, as I became the alumni club president of Los Angeles. With that, I would always come to games or an event and want to wear something cool and crazy that no one had ever seen and that was of decent quality, and I could never really find anything, so that's kind of where the dream or the idea of Scholars and Champs came about. It was probably about 2 years ago, and I initially looked at spaces. I always wanted to be downtown. I wanted to be more than just the store for college kids. I wanted to be more than just the sports store, game day kind of store. I wanted to, get to downtown residents or people from the suburbs who come downtown to see a show at Landmark or to come down here to eat. Well, I have a lot of different things. I like some of the custom stuff, but I like the, like this bomber jacket was the one I was telling you about earlier. So, most of these go for, $100 up to $300, and they're all, pretty hard to find. In terms of local brands, this Upstate of Mind sweatshirt has done really well. I literally go everywhere. It's kind of a combination of like American Pickers, where I'll get leads and I'll, go meet with some person in some random garage or warehouse or gas station and buy stuff. Or it's like Pawn Stars, where people come to me and say, oh, I heard you buy stuff, or I heard you might be interested in this. I also kind of have thrifters who are out, not only here in Syracuse, but in every city. I have a guy in Rochester, I have a guy in Buffalo, I have a guy in Cortland, and they bring me stuff sometimes almost every week, and I buy it directly from them. How are things?
Good.
Yeah?
I work over at Digital High.
Oh, okay, you're not in the office?
No, my
Interesting people who came in here. I've had everything from, athletes to cheerleaders to local businessmen. Even the mayor has come in here. I think the most interesting was there was a little girl who came in with her dad, and she said that her grandfather was the Saltine Warrior. I thought that was pretty cool. So, they give these out every year for all the different sports. But it's hard to find the old ones, But they always bring back memories, because they'll be like, oh, I remember that game, or oh, I remember that player, or I remember, that season. We should have done this or that,
Why do you think fashion has such an effect on people?
I think it makes people feel better. I think it, gives them more confidence to a certain extent. But I also think it helps relay their personality without you having to talk to them, without having to talk. Kind of conveys a message and just really translates a story without anything being said.